Okay, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So here we have the next Masters of Run game. It's going to be a 2 vs 2 on Great Sahara against Meowz, which is Momo and Woojean, versus the Fire Legions, which is going to be Alucard and Hugo. Today I'm actually joined with Oleg, who's going to be co-casting this with me.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So yeah, let's just begin. Are you ready to start the game?
Yeah, let's get it.
Alright, so 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Momo is going to be Koreans, so that's the tier 3 pick, and Woojean is going to be tier 2 French. So what do you think about these two nations? Do you think it's a good combination?
Yeah, I mean, seems like Momo's really good with Koreans, and Woojean. Recently, I think he's been playing French really well as well, so I think it's a good combo, yeah. Especially in Sahara.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that actually, yeah. So, on the other side, we have the Fire Legion, so it's going to be Alucard, who's playing as Greeks, and Hugo, who's going to be Russians. And that's the tier 3 pick, and obviously Alucard is tier 2, so you got any good thoughts on these nations? Do you think this is a better combination, or who do you think's got the stronger nations?
Yeah, I'd say Meowz has the better combination just because French counter Russians really hard.
Yeah, that's true,
and they're on the same side, so...
Yeah.
And they get forces as well, so that's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, yeah, Woojean having relics and horses is actually a really good combination because, I mean, going aggressive with relics and horses. And he also has salt in the top right corner. Those are some very good rares for a Woojean. So speaking of rares, I'm just going to look around the map and just see what everyone has. So let's start off with Meowz. So we see for Momo, he has wool next to his capital city. He has Pappy, he has cotton, tobacco, there's peacocks. Near Woojean we have obsidian, tobacco, relics and horses as we mentioned before, and salt as well. So I'd say that we do have pretty good rares overall, just Team Meowz. Let's see the other side's rares as well. So for Hugo we have silver and diamond, so already 2 very good rares for Hugo. He has marble, which is not so good, furs, which is pretty good. Alucard, who has copper, silk, sugar and dye, so I would say both sides have very good rares. Do you have any preferences when it comes to which side do you think has the better rares?
Yeah, I'll say Meowz has honestly, well, at least in my opinion, I think they have the better rares. Just because you know, relics, Pappy is really good for for booming. I think it's really nice. Salt, horses, but the thing is, like, I mean, I'm looking at the stats and it says that the AL team has more ruins at the moment, so I think that's really good for them.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, you'll see Hugo is actually in the lead with ruins at about ahead of everyone else by about 10 ruins. So I mean 2 ruins rather. So yeah, that's looking good for the Fire Legion so far. So yeah, let's actually look at the scouting for both teams. So we do see that it looks like Woojean hasn't actually scouted relics yet, which is interesting because it is actually in its own territory, so you could easily just walk out scout that, and it's not really near any, you know, obstructions. It's literally just in the corner, so I do hope they do find that at some point. Looks like Momo hasn't scouted Pappy either, so we are actually missing 2 of their boom rares so far, which is a pretty big problem, I would say.
The Greek player is skipping middle, bro. That is, I think he's trying to get metal ASAP.
Yeah, it could be yeah, could be. It's actually a good idea because obviously you want to be spamming the companions as Greeks, so I assume that's what the plan is for Alucard. So it looks like Hugo's going to be building a stable here. Right next to Silver. And it looks like a barracks is going to be built for Woojean here. And also a stable for Momo.
I want to see if the raids with the French power is gonna be really like game changer, because it seems like the Russian player went for stable, and then like you said, Snoopy went for the barracks. So I want to see if that was a good player, you know.
Yeah, it looks like he's also going to be going for a stable. I'm at about 4 minutes 55 seconds, just if you want to verify that you're at the same time as me.
I'm at 5 minutes right now.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm about 10 seconds, 5 minutes. So I'm not too sure if I'm slightly ahead, but hopefully it's not going to be too much of a problem. So we do see that, as expected. Oh yeah, that's true actually, yeah, Hugo is raiding with the light horses on the left side. And these light horses are quite hard to deal with because unless you've got light horses of your own, you can't catch up. So the only thing you can really do is just try and make sure you don't lose any villagers or any of the units. So yeah, good stuff from Hugo so far. And yeah, looks like he's going for despotism. So what do you think about Hugo for a despot? Do you think it's a good idea as Russians, or do you think Republic might have been better?
I mean, when I play Russians, I mean, you know, I'm more into going Senate, you know, like Republic, I mean.
Yeah.
But I guess if he's right now playing aggressive, you know, he's the one taking the initiative, to, you know, to start making plays, I think it's fine. If he makes it work. Because if, you know, if he's just gonna raid and then go back, it's probably not gonna work.
Yeah, that's a good point actually, yeah. So to be expected, we do see Snoopy here going for the despot upgrade as French. So we're going to see the usual strong French despot here. And he's actually using salt and horses. So this is going to be a very strong despot. He has very cheap barracks units and stable units, so I do expect a lot of units to be built from Woojean very soon.
Bro, look at those quick horses though. Look at the raids are going to start right now, bro. Look at that.
Oh yeah, true, yeah. We do see 2 different raiding parties here for MoR Alucard. He's going to be raiding the sort of the back of Momo's base and also the front. So yeah, very good job there. He's going to be diverting Momo's attention in 2 different areas. So good stuff there. And we do see Hugo is going to be going for the 3rd city near the center wood here.
That's smart.
So yeah, he's going to be using really the Russian power to his advantage. Good micro there as well from Hugo. He's going to take down a light horse from Woojean, and it looks like he might be able to save all these white horses if he's careful. Yeah, very nice micro there from Hugo, wow. He just managed to save all his units.
That's what I like to see. Actually, I was wondering if maybe he went despot because he knows maybe, or he thinks that, you know, if he's not gonna win the late game, maybe because of the rares. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a reason. But perhaps, as you cited earlier, perhaps because he was going aggressive initially, perhaps he wanted to just go despot and perhaps just make sure that the French opponent isn't going to be as strong as him, because we all know that once French, you know, start getting the ball rolling, they really do get very strong. So yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it pans out in the late game.
Yeah, something I found interesting is that Momo actually went for attrition damage, so those raids are definitely being a pain in the ass for him.
Yeah, that's true actually, yeah. And being Koreans, obviously, he does get the militia upgrades free as well, so that's going to help somewhat against the raids from Alucard, so... And we do see a lot of towers from... Well, we see 2 towers so far from Momo, so... Being very defensive so far. On the other side, we do see that Woojean is starting to siege down this third city here from Hugo, so there's quite a few units here for Woojean as well. We do see, you know, quite a lot of horses, quite a few bits of infantry as well. He's also upgrading to the classical age units. So, you know, I think could be in trouble here for Hugo if he's not careful. But I do see the library going down as well, so that will make this city big. So it's going to buy Hugo some more time.
Yeah. So much needed time for him, you know, to get some army. Because if Snoopy rushes right now before the city went, you know, big, it's probably GG at that side at least.
Yeah, I do think Hugo was going to be in trouble, and we do see that Alucard is here with some horses to help Hugo just in case. And I think we do have very good map position here to the Fire Legions. We can see that, you know, they can easily just help each other. Whereas on the other side, we do see that, you know, Momo and Woojean, they got this Russian sort of territory sort of in between them both. So, you know, Momo can't easily help Woojean, and vice versa. So it's gonna make things difficult, I think.
Bro, look at the knowledge from Woojean, bro. That's pretty much Oleg Smurf, bro. What the fuck? Look at that.
Yeah.
That's literally me, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
That is actually insane, bro. Imagine how those raids, early raids from, what's his name? Hugo, literally slowed down kind of like the whole tactic that, you know, Snoopy had. That was pretty much rushing H2 all in. Because look, all his units are upgraded and he didn't do anything. He hasn't accomplished anything, bro. That is really good for Hugo, actually.
Yeah, that is very true indeed. And it's going to be interesting to see what, I mean, there's not really much that Woojean can really do. I mean, he's going for this caravan raid, but there's not really much else he can do. And he spent all of his resources, like you said, on his army, and not to mention the upgrades as well. And could potentially see the death spot go down as well for Woojean as well, and it does go down. I'm at about 11 minutes 30 seconds, just in case. So yeah, good defense there from Hugo, and I do think that now he is able to, you know, 1v1 with Woojean. I think that Alucard's presence there did help deter Woojean away, so I think that Hugo is now able to properly 1v1 his side, which is good.
I think it's fine. I mean, something I just want to point out from Hugo, I think that, you know, while, you know, a bit earlier when Snoopy was trying to, you know, go to the other side, I think maybe he could send some horses to raid, you know, the mines or something, you know. He's pretty much undefended. It's nothing he can defend with Snoopy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we do see, yeah, as
but right now,
mines, yeah. Yeah, that's true. And now it looks like Hugo's going to be going on the offensive, and this is the good thing, I suppose, about him going despot, is that, you know, he can afford to go on the offensive. You know, if he gets a few unit kills, that's going to be good for him. On the other side, it looks like Alucard's going to be doing a bit more raiding, but not really much he can really do. I mean, Momo's put down quite a few towers. He's put down 3 towers in total. So it's going to be hard to really raid Momo at this stage. And looks like Momo's actually gone for quite
Yeah, what's up?
I was just going to say Momo's going for a pretty big boom right now. I mean, 250 wood income right now. So that's pretty insane. And I think another city's going to be going down towards the center as well, because he's gone for an extra civic.
Yeah, man, I mean, pretty much at this point is just Momo just booming, man. He's trying to get to enlightenment age, that's my guess. Because
yeah,
his boom is definitely the best one in the game at the moment.
Yeah, I have seen Momo go for his Korean's age 5 game quite a few times in the past, so it's probably a good indication. It's probably a good idea. Because he is well known for it, and he can pull it off quite well as well. So it's just a question though of whether he's going to be able to get to age 5, because I mean Hugo is, you know, pretty close to gunpowder age himself, and you know, while he did go for another civic, I do think you know, he's obviously far ahead of Woojean. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. So I'm just at about 14 minutes 5 seconds. And it looks like Hugo's. So what are you saying?
No, I was saying that I was in delay. That's why I was confused with what you were saying, dude.
Ah, okay.
Alright, now I'm in time. Yeah.
Yeah, so do you see Hugo's city here? He's building a 4th city. He's going to completely cut off Woojean from Momo with his city. And also, he's going to pretty much make
Deny the
these...
mines.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got no... Woojean's got no metal income anymore, so... That's going to be a really big problem.
Deal,
yeah.
That is a huge deal. I actually think that they're gonna double bro Snoopy.
Yeah,
seems like it.
I mean, they can easily double him, yeah, that's true. And the thing is as well, because Momo is Senator, he can't really help Woojean because obviously his units are gonna burn. And he doesn't have a supply wagon yet, so... You know, Woojean's kind of isolated at the moment.
Yeah, this is one of the things of the Russian power, pretty much, that, you know, the border push is so insane that he can pretty much do what is happening right now, where he's literally separating two people that are supposed to be together, you know, like connected. And this is so good, man, because rotations are so hard right now for Momo. Like, if they want to double Snoopy, it will be so easily for them, and it's gonna take forever, pretty much, for Momo to rotate.
Yeah, that's very true indeed. And I was just thinking as well, because I mean, Hugo knows about relics. He could easily use relics now because it's actually in his territory, which is quite funny.
Man, what a game, man. This is actually interesting. This is actually next level, man.
Yeah. Momo says he's going to age soon, and I mean, looking at his library, he does have the Science 4 researched, and he is going for printing press. So I think he will be age 5 in a few minutes. On the other side, yeah, Alucard is nowhere near. So if Momo gets to age 5, then this is gonna be bad news for you know, for the Fire Legions. So I do think they need to kill an age 4.
Yeah, they need to kill right now. They just have to go right now, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. It seems like they think that Momo is maybe just not as ahead, like, you know, as they think, because he's really ahead, and I think they're just not noticing it.
Yeah, I think they have grown to be a bit too complacent at this point. I mean, and Woojean himself is actually not too far from age into gunpowder, and he does have quite a big army as well. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's gonna have to buy that metal.
1K food in the bank as well.
Yeah, very true. He could easily sell off some of that food and get some metal. So I'm not really too sure what the plan is for Hugo. I mean, he's just kind of border pushing these guys. He's actually going for another Civic. So I'm at about 17 minutes 30 seconds. So yeah, another Civic from Hugo. So what do you think about that? Do you think that he should just... Do you think that's too much? I mean...
this is too much already, man. This is too much. This is just greedy, man, at this point. Like the Civ that he has is nice, but now the extra one, like, what's the point? He's not gonna win by territory victory, man. Especially when Momo is about to age.
And also, if you look at these settings, it was like Conquest is on, so you can't actually do territory victory in these settings. So I'm not too sure what he's doing. I mean, I think he's gonna secure a Pappy, but I mean, at this point, you know, because Momo's gonna be age 5 very soon, so you know, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. No, the interesting part for me is that even Momo with that like insane boom, his wealth income is actually almost the same like the Russian player.
Yeah, that's true actually, yeah. And you just have a couple of wealth rares as well, I mean... But I suppose it all comes down to the territory as well. I mean, obviously the... You know, the Russian player has a lot of territory. He's actually gone for the next level of the next temple. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, what a this is actually really funny, man. It's like 2 different islands pretty much.
Yeah. And once he gets his city next to Papi as well, then it makes it big. You know, I think this is going to really sort of interfere with Momo's mines as well. So I don't know if that's his plan, whether he's just trying to like starve the Meowz team of all the metal income, I don't know.
I think it's just mental, bro. Like, it feels like when you border push, you get, it's not like scared, but mentally you're like, damn, bro, this guy's getting close to me.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, I feel like
it's quite psychological.
Like the whole plan for AL was pretty much to separate the two of them, like separate Momo and Snoopy from each other.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much working as expected. I mean, it's working really well.
Yeah, that's true. Thing is though, obviously, as you said before, they have achieved that. I mean, they achieved that, quite a long time ago. I think now we just need to kind of adapt to the situation that's unfolding, which is, if they're not careful, they're gonna get outboomed because, I mean, Woojean has a very nice army on the left side. And also Momo's gonna get H5. He's pulling all his militia as well, which are gonna instantly be upgraded to the Minutemen.
Yeah, that's really smart actually. That's a good play.
That is a good play indeed, yeah.
I mean, to be honest though, it is a good play, but look at his eco now, bro. Like, it goes all the way down again. So like, imagine all the idle time, like, the opponent's getting from it.
Yeah.
So it is a good play, to retake the city, but it's also really good for AL team that, they're idling. Idling? Is that how you say it? Idling? Idling?
I'm not too sure if that's a word or not, actually. I don't know. I'll have to check on that. But yeah, it's definitely... yeah, I know what you're saying. So, Alucard is kind of a few minutes away from aging. And because they have silver, it's a very cheap age indeed. So he should be able to age up in a couple of minutes. But,
this is GG for me, man. I don't see a way for Snoopy to come back to this game, and then Momo, he cannot 2v1, man. It's just not happening.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't see it happening, at least.
Did sort of push back Woojean's army there.
I think that if Woojean, didn't go like kind of like all in on H2 and invest all all those resources, and he's 1v1ing against Hugo, maybe Momo wins just because Alucard didn't rate that much because he defended with towers, which is normal with Koreans. But then right now when the moment he lost that city one sun to the 2v1, like, it's just not coming back from it. Like, it's just impossible. Like, the momentum is just gone.
Yeah, the only thing I'd say to that is that, Momo does have quite a few units here, H5, and also, I'm at about 22 minutes now, so I'm not too sure if you're at the same time as me, but... No, I kind of feel like, obviously Hugo overextended himself there, and...
Yeah.
All Momo needs to do now is just take, his cities away from them, and... I don't know, like, I feel like...
Yeah! Actually, yeah. You're right.
Hugo doesn't really have much of an economy as well either, because he went for Despot and, the only thing he really did was just border push. So as a result, he's actually quite far behind once he loses these cities. And Momo has a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Momo has a lot of knowledge in the bank as well.
And they also recover that city back, right, from Bryansk.
Yeah, that's true. So now Woojean actually has access to mountains once again, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I really want to see Momo going for a cap psych, man. I really want to see that. Like, just go for the cap psych, just let your ally die if it's needed, just win the game.
Yeah, it's interesting because we do see that Alucard has placed 2 towers on his capital. So it's almost as though Alucard is kind of predicting what Momo might do now. Yeah, which is go for a cap sack, so... Kind of interesting that you said that.
Well, the thing is, like, to be honest, like, there's no counter to Momo's army at the moment. Like, Alucard, you know, yeah, he's Greeks and, you know, he can fight. But but he cannot rotate, I feel like, as easily to Ugo capital if, you know, if it's needed, you know, because it's really far away from his army.
Yeah, that's true.
And, yeah.
And also, Momo, I think this is probably GG at this point, because Momo's going to be age 6 soon, I would say. I mean, he has quite a lot of knowledge stored away. He can easily get science, because he has Pappy, and get the next university upgrade. So I think that, I don't know, like, I don't know whether or not the Fire Legions can get back into the game. I mean, I think they had the chance, and so I think at this point Momo could probably 2v1, to be honest.
Yeah, he can. I mean, Ugo's dead pretty much. He's out of the game. Like his army is obsolete pretty much. It's too ancient to fight. You know.
Yeah.
H5 or H6. It just feels like maybe instead of going for that 2v1 on one side, it was maybe better to go 2v1 against Paris. Just take the capsec. Maybe.
Yeah, I think they could easily have. Yeah, I think they could have killed Woojean pretty easily. I mean, and Momo didn't really have the units for a very long time there. It was very clear that he was going for quite the boom, and I think that perhaps the Fire Legions didn't realize that Momo was going for such a big boom. And they were, I mean, Hugo was getting a bit too cocky with the civics and stuff, so I think if he just
I don't like that. Yeah.
Nah, I think that's kind of what lost in the game, honestly.
He could have aged earlier, man, and just help Alu fight against Momo when they, you know, they tried to kind of like double him.
Yeah.
Now
it's actually, yeah, I was gonna say, one thing I forgot to mention, or one thing I didn't see rather, was that Alucard actually went for Hanging Gardens, and he does have a pretty nice knowledge income himself. But I mean, I don't know, because what would you say on the bottom side here? Because I mean, Alucard does have quite a few units himself, but I do think that Momo is obviously ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't like the Hanging Gardens just because I feel like Greeks are, at least in this kind of situation, I think that Greeks, for 5 out of 5, should be able to beat Koreans, honestly, if it's played correctly. But he didn't do any damage. Like he did have some, you know, early raids, you know, here and there, but nothing special. And of course, he was pretty much letting Momo boom as the way he wanted, you know, as freely as he wanted. I feel that's a huge mistake, especially against people that you know are really good at booming like Momo. And also, you know, you take the tier 2 nation because you know you're like, hey, I'm gonna win my side, you know. But he's definitely just not doing it.
Yeah, we do see Momo's going for a rotation towards Alucard's capital right now, and there are these 2 towers here, but I mean, Alucard could go for the Minuteman upgrade and defend, I think, but again, I think Momo's just gonna ignore these 2 towers, and you know, he can easily get the capsack.
So the thing is that some of his units are really low HP actually for Momo here. So this is actually a really winnable fight for the Greek player, especially killing the Monarch.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, the Monarch is down for Momo there. I think just a better unit composition as well for Alucard.
What's scouts for Alu though? If Momo had Spicer, he can bribe so many units.
Yeah, neither of them actually have any scouts. Yeah. So yeah, nice defense there from Alucard. I mean, the problem is though, really obviously, yeah, Momo's gonna age to Industrial Age, and also, yeah, Woojean's gonna age to Enlightenment soon as well. So it's not like Hugo is actually ahead for much longer. I mean, in fact, Woojean's actually doing better than Alucard is in the economy.
He invested too much on the cities, bro, instead of focusing on his eco.
Yeah.
And you know, just creating cities everywhere was. I mean, I kind of see what he wanted. He was pretty much trying to get, you know, take out the resources from, you know, Momo and Woojean, which I guess he worked early, like, you know, early game, but then it just doesn't work right now. It's pretty much killing him.
I mean, Alucard is agent industrial as well. But, I mean, obviously Momo, like I said before, is ahead.
Yeah.
Looks like
too much Chico for Momo. That's insane.
Okay, so Hugo's actually going to go for Paris, I think. We do see he's actually kind of built his cities in such a way that he can easily rotate over to Woojean's capital if he wants to. And he is making cannons as well.
Yeah, but Woojean seems like he's realizing this and he's coming back. Which is
yeah. Yeah, honestly, this game's not over yet. I'm actually surprised. I mean, yeah, this game is not over.
Yeah, it is not over for sure. It's definitely not over. I mean, I still believe Meowz used to have a better chance to win just because Momo is pretty much better eco than kind of like the other player that has to win for AL. That is Alucard in this situation. But Alucard, you know, still has, you know, he's still a really good player, and you know, he has the army right now. You know, he definitely has a bigger army.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, I guess it's gonna get tricky now for Momo if he's gonna be able to, you know, pretty much get a sizable army to fight that.
Yeah, he's getting the Anchor Watt here, and you know that reduces the cost of stable barracks units by 25%. Just imagine if he still had salt and horses. You know, just think of what the discount could be from that. That's going to be insane.
That is going to be insane, yeah. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
oh man, Alu's eco, man. Though look at that eco from Alu, dude. 146 metal versus not enough. Fight this.
Yeah, it is true actually. Yeah, he's not filled up his mines, so he's and yeah, so one of the mines is actually away from his cities as well. So yeah, he's not going to be able to capitalize on the metal income.
The Russian player as well is just running around. I think he lost all his infantry. He's gonna lose another city, so that's definitely not good for them.
Now, interestingly enough, it looks like Hugo is actually getting pretty close to aging up to industrial himself. The only thing is he has a pretty bad knowledge income, so perhaps this is just kind of more of an illusion. I mean, Woojean just needs to click up on the technologies, and he's going to be pretty even with Hugo himself, so it's actually hard to say who's actually closer.
I think Woojean definitely is winning this side just because he has the army to, you know, to pretty much take the cities.
Yeah, that is true actually.
Hugo doesn't have the eco and doesn't have the army to pretty much fight, you know, like a long battle, I guess you could say, to H6. It's just I don't see it happening.
Yeah, and the Anchor Watt is...
actually, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that obviously Momo just have the Anchor Watt now. It sends a merchant to horses again, but he's going to get a pretty big discount on the tanks. And
I mean, Alu has to go to help Hugo to pretty much take the city back. That's how you know he's definitely losing his side.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, Woojean just needs to run away, and it's kind of. I mean, Momo's just, you know, he can just boom at this point. I mean, he's actually getting ready for modern age. Getting a very nice oil income as well. And that's another thing to point out. I mean, Alucard doesn't really have much oil income. I mean, he has a decent army, but you know, so does Momo. And Woojean actually has a very nice knowledge income. In fact, yeah, Woojean has more knowledge income than Alucard.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, was he using relics or like all game or no? I didn't remember.
He still isn't using relics.
Yeah, but that's actually true. He has more. No, I mean it seems like no, yeah. So Woojean's gonna age before Hugo then, right? Has to
I mean, yeah, he can age actually right now. He just needs the food, whereas Hugo still needs some more knowledge, and that's even with having silver as well.
be. And he has the army as well, so he has army. So the moment he ages, he pretty much has another army to fight Alucard's army, and then that's over.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Woojean, I mean not Woojean. Yeah, Momo pretty much won the game for them.
Yeah, and
well played by Momo actually.
Yeah, very well played. Very nice boom.
Damn, for a second I actually, you know, the early game I was like, damn, AL's gonna win this game just because, you know, they were playing really aggressive and they were pretty much working together really well. And now it's a different story for sure.
Yeah, and it looks like Hugo's going to be going for Woojean's capital, but I don't know if he's actually going to be able to get it before Woojean ages. I mean, it's actually looking pretty close.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay, I think he will get it. Yeah, and actually, yeah, that's going to delay Woojean's age as well. And now Hugo is the one aging, so yeah, very nice play there from Hugo. That was a very nice rotation there. And
man, if I was Woojean right there, I would be so pissed.
Yeah, honestly, that is actually gut wrenching.
Yeah, nice play. I mean, I don't know if this is still like a winnable play, but it's definitely a nice play there.
I mean,
probably not winnable. But...
I mean, Woojean's army is pretty much gone. I mean, wow. I don't know where this army came from for Hugo, but you know, he could actually hold down his capital. He just needs to make more units. And once he ages as well, this city is going to become a what is it?
Oh,
a major city.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this game is just back and forth. I don't even know what's going on. I honestly don't know what's going on anymore.
I actually thought that Woojean had that fight just because of the healing.
Yeah, I mean, he had a big army.
Actually.
Yeah.
And I think he can hold it, actually. He can definitely hold it because he's going to age, like you said, and then he can upgrade his units, and he needs Momo basically to come back and help.
Yeah. And also, if he gets the construction upgrade as well from the lumber mill, it's going to make the HP even bigger. And he can start repairing it as well. Put some towers behind it.
Doesn't like Russians get like a bonus when they get to this age 6?
I'm pretty sure they get something. Yeah, they get a 20% plus oil gathering. So that's actually going to be really big. Momo's been very greedy here. He's actually gone for another commerce instead of just going for the civic and the military there. Although, I guess he just have the knowledge to spend anyway, so I guess it's okay.
It seems like he's just gonna play 1, honestly, bro. I think he's gonna sacrifice Woojean to win the game.
I think so, possibly. And oh wow, I did not expect that Woojean just get the capital back. So it looks like the city didn't actually go to a major city. That's interesting. I thought it was going to, I guess it just wasn't enough buildings. But, so it's actually quite unlucky there for Hugo. Because, I mean, if that was a major city, then, you know, I don't know. I mean, it would have taken a while for that to be recaptured there.
Well, the problem was that he didn't research or construction, bro. So those didn't have HP.
Yeah, and also he didn't reinforce any units, I don't think, as well. So
wow,
Momo,
so that was like...
Yeah, I think this is probably GG now. I would like to think so. I mean, Momo's aging to modern age. Alucard is a couple minutes away from aging himself, but his eco has just been decimated right now. Because Momo just sent his army to raid, so
Yeah, his eco is GG pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I actually respect the fact that these people didn't surrender or call GG like 20 minutes ago. Because
Yeah, I mean, this has been
honestly,
a very...
bro, like, this game is insane.
Yeah, this game's been very interesting, I have to admit, and you know, the thing I like about it is that it's not been very easy to tell who's going to win. I mean, there's been so many sort of twists and turns. I mean, it looks like there for a moment that Woojean was going to die, and now suddenly he's back into the game again. But I think this is probably GG now. I mean, I'd be very surprised if it's not.
The thing is, like, looking at the scores though, like, look at the Hugo score, it's actually higher than Woojean's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me it's actually funny because for me Woojean is actually winning this side, but you know I don't know anyway.
Yeah. I think another bonus that Russians do get actually is because they can build refineries without having the next science level, which is pretty big actually. Because that means you can use that wealth on either getting socialism or, you know, just other things in general. So that's actually pretty big.
What you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So you already has
For
a
the,
250.
right?
I mean, Hugo has a very nice oil incomes as Russians.
Yeah, being a communist is good for Hugo right now.
Yeah. We actually get to see helicopter raids. Wow, this is very very exciting stuff. I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw a game that went to the modern age. But it's been a while, so...
Yeah, 40 minutes, man, and Standard is the longest time, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, I mean, this is probably longer than your average Nomad game as well. So what time are you at, by the way? I just want to make sure that we're still synced.
40 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'm only about like 10 seconds ahead of you, I think. So about 40 minutes, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
420.
Yeah, just insane eco for Momo. I mean, Alucard did manage to get his eco back. I mean, he's got a decent eco, or however, you know, he's obviously got low metal and low oil, as well as wealth. So... Yeah, Momo's gonna win his side.
Look at Hugo, bro.
He's going back for round 2, it seems, on Woojean's cap.
Freaking Spetsnaz, bro.
Yeah, these commandos are going to make short work of this city here. But it looks like Woojean is going to be hot on his trail right now. But Hugo does snipe the CEO actually, but there's like some generals here for Woojean.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have the army, man.
Nah.
Fight that.
I mean, he has one of his anti-tank guns, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, he could use these commandos to snipe some of these units. But, I mean, Woojean can just easily reinforce.
Yeah.
So... I mean, Woojean said...
Reinforcements are too far for Hugo, so...
Yeah. I mean, see, Momo is helping as well with these aircraft units, these fighters. And Hugo hasn't got any anti-air, so yeah, should be able to get the capital back, no problem. On the other side, we see Momo has taken the city of Zarax, which means that Alucard has taken a bit of a hit to his eco.
The beginning of the end.
Yeah, honestly. Well, I mean, Hugo has a really nice economy. Look at that oil. He has so much oil. That's insane. He could just spam tanks. He could spam aircraft.
Bro, he can literally 1v2 now, like Momo did earlier. Oh man, look at that eco, man. Like, why are you not spamming units, man? Like, what are you doing, man? Come on.
Damn.
Win the game. It's been 40 minutes. You need to be motivated, man.
I mean, there's so much oil there. I'd not be surprised if like the US just suddenly just spawned on the map to claim the oil, because there's so much oil there for Hugo.
Yeah, man. That is true. Russians negotiating with the Middle East for sure. But to be honest, man, like if we're actually seeing facts here, he can definitely spam a nice army, man. Like,
yeah, he could. And look at that, he can buy and sell for oil right now is just insane.
So cheap, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. It also means that obviously Woojean can just buy oil himself, like really cheaply, so... Yeah, he's getting a very nice army for himself, but... I mean, Woojean has a pretty big army as well, and also... It's not looking good for the other side. You know, Alucard's eco... It's pretty much almost non-existent at this point. I mean, he has a nice food income, but everything else is
not enough.
Nah. I mean, all he can really do at this point is just try and survive and hope that Hugo can kill his side. But I think Momo can easily just help with these fighters. Honestly, there's 18 fighters for Momo. Wow.
I almost played tech race.
Yeah, and Alucard just say GG in ally chat.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Like, damn.
Hugo's going for the cap socket. He's going for the capital again. But oh, Momo does actually have some an army of partisans here to defend Paris. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen this time.
They're having so many airplanes, man, on that Paris capital.
Yeah, so many biplanes. Wow, what a game! Honestly, that is what an insane game.
Yeah, that was. I wonder how they felt when they were playing the game, because this game is definitely a tiring game. A lot of happening.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And it only gets more sort of intensive the longer into the ages as well. I mean, this point was just so much going on. I mean, you've got aircraft, you've got oil to worry about, new rare resources, just new like types of units to worry about making. It's just, you know, it does get very complicated in the later ages. So
almost, man, look at the stats. That is insane. Yeah, he definitely did a lot for his team for sure. 273 kills, man. That is a lot.
Yeah, honestly, that's like, well, it's definitely the combined kills of the other team combined. Well, almost the combined kills.
Something I found actually interesting is that when I was watching like the early game, I actually noticed that Momo, for example, like he didn't do any raids with militia. For me, it's weird, but I guess for him it's fine. I guess that's his game style.
I think he was just focused on booming and defending against the Greek raids, which is, you know, that's fair enough because, you know, everyone knows that obviously Greeks one of the best sort of raid nations, so. And also, I think he just booms well as Koreans. So. Yeah, you're right. I mean, some militia raids would have been nice, but I suppose it didn't really matter when it came down to it.
Yeah, I mean, if you win the game, who cares, honestly?
Yeah.
Or I left the game.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be 1-0 to Meowz. So, we're not going to cast the game today, but we will be back another time to cast the next game. I'm still going to upload it as a premiere, like all in one video, so, you know, it's going to be probably like the next few minutes for you guys watching, so, but for now I'm going to go off, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back another time, and yeah, see you then.
I love you guys. Mwah.
Yeah, see ya. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, or rather welcome back to this second game in this best of 3 series. So I'm recording this second game about a couple of hours later than the first game, and it's also going to be a solo cast. So unfortunately Oleg's not going to be here for this one, but you know, perhaps in future casts I might do more sort of, you know, duo casting. Depends on how you guys like it. If you guys like it, then we can do more. But anyway, so we have the second game here, like I said. It's going to be Amazon Rainforest, and, you know, the losers choose the map, so, you know, the Fire Legions chose Amazon, so it's going to be interesting to see what strategies they come up with for this map. Let's look at the nations. We'll look over for the Fire Legions first, since they chose the map. So we see Hugo here has got Iroquois, and Alucard has Brits. So it's tier 1 and tier 3. Yeah, tier 1, tier 3. So Momo has Germans, which is the tier 3 pick, and sorry, Woojean has Germans, my bad. And Momo has tier 1 Romans. So we have both tier 1 nations against each other and both tier 3 nations against each other, so that's interesting. Let's just begin the game. So what do I think about Iroquois versus Romans? I mean, I think Iroquois can be good for this map because there's a lot of trees in this map, there's a lot of wood, and there's also a lot of ruins, and Iroquois can get ruins quite well. And also their scouts can actually pass through wood, so they can easily get these ruins. So that could be a reason why they've gone for this map and nation combo. You know, we see Hugo can just run through these trees right here. And we do see that Brits has been chosen for Alucard. I mean, Brits is quite a I mean, it can be quite a booming nation, I suppose. And this is pardon me, this is quite a boomy map, so I do expect, you know, perhaps Alucard. I mean, you could go for a despot as well, but it's not really the kind of map you see despot plays on because of the rivers, and it's quite, I don't know, it's quite difficult to sort of raid in this map, especially despot raids. Looks like he's actually gonna go for a market first. Not too sure why that's the case. I mean, well, I guess he can go for a city soon after, so I guess it is what it is. I suppose it's kind of fast to be going for a market and a city, I guess. So we'll both scout them with quite a lot of villagers, which is what you want to see on a map like this. Let's look at the other side. Not really as much scouting going on for these guys. So Romans is interesting because I think Romans, you know, they can go, I mean, they're known for sort of going aggressive, I would say. You know, you see a lot of despot plays with Romans. So it has horses here as well as salt, so oh wow, this is a really good setup for Momo actually, and he has Pappy as well, so he can boom as well. Let's actually look at the rares. Oh, before I do that, let's look at this nation as well. So Germans, you know, Germans is pretty good tier 3 nation. Quite an aggressive nation, but he can also boom as well. So let's look at the res. We have marble here for Woojean and Dai in this corner. There's also silk here as well, but it's sort of exposed. As I said, there's horses here for Momo, there's Pappy, there's salt, and there's bison, so, and spice here. So some very nice res for Momo especially. On the other side we have furs, there's wine, cotton. This is actually a very exposed wood camp that Hugo's building. I wonder why he's done that. I mean, I'm guessing he wants to get another civic here perhaps, but I mean, it's very susceptible to raids, and another thing is that he didn't actually go for the mill first, he went for the civic. Let's see what res they have. So they have citrus, which is useless, there's obsidian, peacocks, copper, and relics. So I would say that Meowz do have the better rares, definitely. But I mean, furs and relics is good. We also have wool as well, but yeah, I would definitely give the edge to Meowz in terms of rares. So let's see, we have Woojean here, he's going for classical age. I mean, pretty much everyone's aging up. There's actually sugar here as well. I did not see that. Okay, so sugar, relics, and furs. Not No, I don't know. It's hard to say exactly. I think I do kind of prefer. I do prefer Meowz's res still because Salt, Pappy, and Horses with Romans is very strong. Also, Bison's pretty good for the early game. And if Momo can raid this sugar and start using it for himself, then that's going to be really good for him. But I think it might be contested because also Hugo's going to be sending some units over as well. So have a look on the other side. We do see some pretty aggressive raiding here with these longbowmen, but gonna have to be careful here because yeah, Woojean can just use the light horses here, but he might actually lose the light horse. Yeah, he needs to move back. Yeah, he loses a light horse. Wow. Yeah, 2 of these bowmen can take down a light horse. That's pretty OP. So if Alucard can just micro these one bowmen away, then well, he doesn't even need to. Wow, this is really OP stuff, and he's also got a city here as well. Wow, that's like 3 horses lost for Woojean. And yeah, he's gonna lose that one as well, I think, unless he can. No, he's gonna lose that as well. Wow. He's literally just. Okay, that just really just shows how strong these longbowmen are. And it was like, I think Alucard tried to get like a forward tower or something here. Yeah, he's trying to get a forward tower. I mean, that's Brits as well. He has the extra range as well. And once he gets some longbowmen in there as well, then Temple, you know, he can actually start shooting at the city of Rostock. And there's not really much that Woojean can do about it. I mean, he's actually really far behind. On the other side, it looks like Momo did go Despot, which I do think is the right decision. I mean, especially given what kind of rares he has. I mean, horses and salt. Not too sure why he's not using horses, but I do expect him to start using it at some point. Ooh, and he can't quite garrison the merchant because it's on the wrong side, so that's a kill there for Hugo, who's also gone for Despot. In fact, I would say, yeah, everyone's gone for Despot so far, apart from Woojean, who hasn't picked a government yet. And Woojean is quite far behind, because I mean, he literally lost like 4 light horses. And now this tower, as I say, is going to start reducing the city of Rostock here. On the other side, ooh, some action going on here. So Momo does have these upgraded legions here. But he needs to be careful not to lose his Despot. Because it is in the city range here. Ooh, he might just lose it. Ooh, yeah, he does lose the Despot. I'm not too sure if Momo deleted it or whether or not it was sniped, but yeah, good defense here from Hugo. It is quite difficult to raid Iroquois, and he did bring a scout with him, Momo, so you know, that is kind of essential. Couple of towers here for Woojean. Gonna be getting that barracks down as well. I kind of expected more units here from Alucard. I mean, I guess it's just to kind of force a response from Woojean to make him defensive, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, he needs a stable. I don't know. And he's also got like no metal. Wow, he doesn't even have a mine yet. I'm not too sure why he's not got a mine yet, but okay, this is quite a strange play. I don't really know what to make of this because literally has no metal income. He's going for like a militia rush. But the problem is, yeah, this tower's going up now, so he can't. He needs some siege units, and he doesn't have military 2 just yet. So he's gonna have to retreat. Yeah, kind of a weird play there. I don't know why he rushed in like that. He just needs to wait and sort of get his army together. Because those Wombowmen, they do counter the special heavy infantry that Germans get, so I don't know. Ooh, Colossus coming down from Alucard as well. Now, Colossus with Brits is actually very OP, I would say. Because Brits obviously do get a very good deal with the wealth. I mean, very cheap taxation. Okay, he's getting a market in every city, so he's going to get some very nice wealth income. I mean, 110 wealth income, 120 rather. That is literally double what Woojean has. Momo says he tries to kill, I assume. Woojean's actually ahead in the knowledge department than Alucard. I mean, Alucard has a really nice economy. I mean, he has a very nice wealth income, very good food and wood. He does need more metal, but yeah, his knowledge is lacking a bit. But, you know, having said that, Woojean doesn't have a terrible economy either. Though he does need to... Okay, he's getting a 3rd city. Because he has been on 2 cities for quite a long time. And the Colossus is almost complete for Alucard, who... It's quite funny that he's actually suddenly merchant to copper. Don't know why he's not using obsidian instead, or even wine. Or even furs. I don't know why these guys aren't using furs. Did he get raided or something? I don't know. I mean, I think wine might have got raided just then, but... Should be using obsidian, I would have thought. Oh, these guys also have sugar as well. I don't know why he's not using sugar, but... Yeah, very nice wealth income. Very nice eco now for Alucard, actually. I mean, very strong wood income as well. But it looks like Woojean has kind of fortified this city now. He has a castle. He's actually going to get the next... he's going to get the tactics upgrade, it looks like. He's going for the next military. Wait, has... Okay, Hugo's gone for another civic for some reason. I don't know why he's in that. That seems pretty strange. Is he like doing the same thing as the last game? That just seemed kind of strange to me, but he's doing another civic, especially against Romans, where I don't know. It just seems very strange. 3 sieges here for Momo. Yeah, if Momo just gets units, I mean... Still not using horses. Not too sure why. On the other side, looks like Alucard did lose a siege unit here, and this is kind of the problem with the river, because it's kind of hard to It's obviously kind of hard to take the city out because he has to cross the river. But the same can be true for Woojean as well. Castle coming down here for Alucard, who's also going for another civic. But I can kind of understand it for Alucard because you can get the next taxation upgrade as Brits. Maybe that was the plan then. I don't know whether or not, because obviously if Hugo gets more territory, then does that increase the taxation that Alucard gets? But it's not even like he's building his city in a place where like he's gonna get optimal territory. In fact, that's quite a strange city location, I would have thought. I mean, you could easily split Momo and Woojean. Be places like here or something, but perhaps that's just a bit too exposed. I don't know. On this side, there's quite a lot of units there for Momo, and yeah, not really many units for Hugo. And that's kind of what the problem was with the extra civic, because I don't really understand. I mean, is it because he has no mountains? Oh, that might be it. Or maybe he went for an extra civic because of the mountain. That would make sense. Yeah, I guess that's why. I mean, I can't really think of any other reason. In which case he did get a bit unlucky there, because these mountains are... I mean, this one in particular is outside his territory. Although he could actually get a mine here. But yeah, Hugo is in trouble here. And Momo can age. Woojean's already aged. What are towers coming down here? I guess, oh, it's because Alucard's gonna help Hugo, which I do think he needs to. For some reason he's not got the vassalage. Okay, he's just getting it now. But yeah, once he gets that, then his wealth income's gonna be super high. I mean, it already is very high, but yeah, he's capped it. The only thing he needs to work on is his metal income, because for some reason it's quite low. But because of all his towers that he's building, it's kind of difficult for Woojean to really sort of make a fast sort of rotation, because he first has to take out the tower and then the city. And wisely, Momo is retreating here. So yeah, good teamwork from these guys. Problem is though, these guys have archers, whereas obviously in H4 you need the arquebusiers. Because this is like the weakest age for Brits especially. And also I would argue Iroquois as well, because I mean Brits and Iroquois get very strong in H5, but I feel like in H4 they're kind of not as good, I suppose. And for some reason I hate it when this happens. So So let me just see if I can move this. For some reason it's like... Ah, shit. Yeah, this happened before, guys. I'm really sorry about this. I cannot move this for some reason. Yeah, sorry guys. In fact, what I might just do is I'll reload the replay and then have it back to normal. So sorry guys, just bear with me 1 minute. Alright guys, sorry about that. So we're back, I think at a sort of a similar time point to where I left it. So let's do some pause. So we see Momo here is pushing, and I'm pretty sure he could probably take a 2v1 right now. I mean, he has the, oh no he doesn't. Okay. Okay, Alucard has the extra armor, although... Okay. Well, maybe not against these archers, because obviously the archers are quite strong, and also... Yeah, so he has to retreat here. On the other side, it looks like just a very slow siege here from Woojean. He just needs to get these these catapults upgraded. Right, sorry, I'm gonna try not to move that down this time. I don't know why this happens. Yeah, someone was just telling him to go in. Because it seems like these guys are trying to double Momo here, but... There's quite a few units here for Woojean actually, who... I mean, he has the second armor as well, he has a lot of spies as well. Whereas... Okay, now Alucard's going in, I mean... But the problem is, he has no scouts, so... If he's not careful, he's gonna lose a lot of these units. Yeah, look at this. So he literally just gave Woojean some units there. It's actually looking quite troubling here for Alucard. Okay, good. He did manage to move his capital back, but he's definitely going to lose the city. Yeah, he's making hoplites, but he doesn't have the upgrade. So what I do think that needs to happen is that Hugo does need to get to age 5 and then he can possibly kill his side. Because Momo is nowhere near aging actually. He only has he has like half the amount of knowledge income right now. But he does have a lot of units. And he's still not using horses, even though he has like a shit ton of horses. I guess he just forgot. But he has 4 bombards, a lot of horses, a lot of these heavy infantry as well. He has a second armor as well. And Hugo has no army. So I think things are pretty much looking GG on this side, and on this side as well. I mean, although Alucard can age, he just needs some food. And that's the thing, these guys have like massive armies, but they are quite behind like age wise, but the other side have no army, or not as much army, but ahead in technology, so if these guys can kill fast, then I would say it's GG. And it does look like Momo is gonna go for the capital for Hugo. And I don't really see what Hugo can really do about it. He's a couple of minutes away from aging, and there's not enough units here. He also took down all the caravans for Alucard. Pretty much, he took down 2 caravans. Who suddenly doesn't even have that much wealth income anymore, even with Colossus. Yeah, things are looking pretty bad here for the Fire Legions. Yep, 2 massive armies on both sides. Okay, Alucard is age 5, but his eco isn't good enough to upgrade the units quick enough. And that's a cap stack there for Momo, who can pretty much just boom now. Okay, Hugo should get the capital back, but I think the damage is already done. Yeah, this is just too big of an army, even though he is an age behind. A lot of idle villagers here as well. Yeah, and these spies are really being annoying. Just a single scout here for Alucard. Wow, Hugo's wealth income really did take a hit, didn't it? Yeah, because his caravan route just passes through these 2 points, and both of these points were raided from Momo, so okay, so it's like Woojean has been pushed back for the moment, but he is aging, so He just needs to save his army and upgrade his units. And look at all those resources. Honestly, you'd think Woojean got a cap stack as well, but his eco is just really good. And this is the age where Iroquois do get very good indeed because of these Orc Warriors. You know, they can snipe enemy units. But Hugo does need time to get on his feet again, but it's just a question of whether Momo's gonna give him that time. Although these units are getting sniped down quite easily. I still think Momo can probably possibly hold. I mean, or maybe not actually. No, I think Momo does need to retreat here. Yeah, he needs to retreat. Save his army. So I don't think the game is over yet by any means. I think if these guys can kind of get back on the feet economy wise, then... But yeah, Hugo really did take a big hit to his wealth income. But Alucard does have some momentum now. He has a pretty decent sized army. Okay, Momo says he doesn't want to play one more, so... But, you know, these guys have to win if they want to end it here. You can't leave a unfinished best of 3. Okay, he is spamming towers. Looks like entrenchment was used here from Alucard, which is not really something you normally see every day, and I think it's one of the rare occasions where you do actually see it. That's a lot of horses. One of these cuirasses from Woojean, but you know, there's a lot of them from Alucard as well. So, but Woojean does have his units in the river here. Okay, so it looks like Woojean is gonna win here. And also he has the better economy as well, looks like. On the other side... I mean, the problem for Hugo is his wealth income just takes such a big hit that... even though the rest of his economy looks fine, it's gonna be a long time before he recovers the wealth income. And, oh wow, it looks like Alucard actually did try and boom to age industrial. Ooh, looks like Hugo's trying to go for the cap sack here. Yeah, Momo needs metal for the Minutemen upgrade. There's a castle here though, so... But I do think he should get the cap sack. Although, it looks like he's pretty hesitant. I don't know why he's delaying it so much. Ooh, looks like he just manages to hold on to the capital there. Wow. Yeah, very unlucky there. I think this castle is probably the main reason because... Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like on the other side, Woojean's just is kind of killing here. I mean, Alucard can age in about 20 seconds, but the problem is he's gonna lose all his army and all his eco, so even if he can age, it's not really gonna do much for him. And honestly, Woojean's not really too far behind either. I mean, he has the Hanging Gardens, which means he has some insanely cheap efficiency upgrades for his buildings here. Look at that, plus 38 food and wood. And if he was using Bison as well, that would be another 33% decrease on the granary. Yeah, so I do feel like Woojean's just gonna kind of snowball this side. I honestly think Hugo should have gone for Berlin because it's very exposed, you know, there's no castle here, there's no towers or anything. There's no lookout here either, so he could ambush and get a cap sack. Because this is just kind of too protected down here. And also he has to kind of go through this river here. Yeah, so even with the age up, he's not going to be able to hold this, I don't think. I mean, it is a major city. He has a lot of HP on the city and also a castle, but the problem is he has no eco. Okay, so Hugo's forced to retreat here. Yeah, and Woojean's aging himself anyway, so... Also, I don't know why there's... I don't think Woojean really needs to rush here. He just needs to move back, upgrade, and then try again, because, I mean, Alucard has no eco. Woojean's asking if he can GG. I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's any coming back from this for the Fire Legions. Okay, it looks like Hugo is finally here, but I think he's gonna go for Berlin, but I think it's just a bit too late. Even if he does get the cap sack, because... And for one thing, Woojean got the cap sack from here, so... And... Right, so the cap is lost here for, Oh wait. Never mind, I thought it was lost there for a second. Okay, now it's lost, okay. But, I mean, Momo can actually age himself, he just needs to, Okay, I'm for some... He has an infinite crew of villages for some reason. Wow. I mean, has he just gone AFK or something? Okay, no, he's here. And these, the thing with Iroquois, can even put up a fight against industrial age units because of these, Aquaries. I mean, he can just snipe all these units down. The game's actually not even over. Oh, wow. Yeah, the game's not over yet. This is like a repeat of last game. I mean, I thought the game was over and, although I haven't said that. Okay, it does age, so I guess he buys him more time, but I think the city is going to go down. Because there's no army here for Hugo. Okay, yeah, I do think Meowz have won this. Let's just skip ahead. Yeah, because there's not any eco left for Hugo, really. There's a lot of metal floating and a lot of wealth, but... yeah, there's the cap sack. Okay, GG is called. Yeah, nice game. Another nice game from this best of 3 here. I do think Alucard did have a chance to kill Woojean. I think he kind of went in a bit too quickly with the militia pull. I think perhaps if he just kind of took his time, then he might have got the city of Rostock perhaps, but again, it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, nice game, another nice game. You know, 2 very long games for this best of 3 series, so definitely I do think these 2 teams are pretty evenly matched, I would say. I mean, I think both games were winnable for the Fire Legions, I would say. I mean, you know, both games are pretty close, I would say. I don't think either team had the, like a really big advantage per se. So, but yeah, that's going to conclude the best of 3 series. Let's actually look at the stats real quick before I end the stream. What are units killed here for Woojean? I think that's mainly villager kills from Alucard's, yeah, from Alucard there, but I mean, every player got pretty good kills, to be fair. Economy wise, well, Hugo got a lot of ruins there, and like that's kind of to be expected. I mean, and this team did scout a lot more in the beginning, whereas Meowz kind of didn't use as many villagers. That's a very high speed for Alucard as well. I did notice in the last game he was very fast there. But anyway, that's going to conclude the best of 3, guys. I hope you did enjoy. It's going to be 2-0 for Meowz. But yeah, I do hope we do see more of the Fire Legions, because I think this was the first games they played in this tournament so far, and they definitely did put up a very good show. So, you know, I'm very interested to see more games that they play. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.